I do. I really do. Yeah. I was thinking about it just while you were coming down. Right now, to me, I don't think we need to change much. I'm really enjoying it.
Great. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. All right. Hello, everybody. Thanks
Hello.
for coming for a second episode.
We appreciate you joining us. Bria and James here. And I think it wouldn't be a bad idea, since it's only episode 2, to do 2 things. One, we're filming these first 2 episodes back to back, so we are not cartoon characters and going to be dressed as the same thing every time. I also just realized we're both wearing yellow.
Oh,
And I own one
look at that.
yellow thing of all the times to wear it.
Right, yeah. That's pretty
That's awesome.
funny. Yeah.
So we probably also won't be wearing the same color every episode either, just to let you know. Let's give the premise maybe the first couple of episodes,
Yes.
let people understand what it's all about.
Right. So, What the Muppet is a show where we're going to be analyzing 37 Muppets in total and 5 Muppet movies at random. So we have 4 hats in front of us that are filled with folded up slips. One hat is for quotes and Muppet facts. The other hat is filled with the 37 Muppets and the 5 Muppet movies. The next hat is filled with this Muppet prompts, and the last hat is would you prompts that will relate to whatever Muppet we choose out of the second hat.
It's such a fun idea, and I'm so excited to get into a second episode with you already.
Yes, it is a show full of Muppet chaos, and I love every second of it. I think the first episode, I couldn't have asked for like a better way for us to start the show.
Really, let everybody know in on this. We weren't sure if we were going to keep the first time we were recording.
Yeah.
But we had to. It was too good.
It was
too
too
perfect.
good.
We walked up to it. It just went too well. With the names that we picked and the situations we picked, it's exactly the essence of what we were looking for here.
Yes, exactly.
We are a dad and daughter team that we're looking for things to do together more and have fun. And I appreciate you coming up with this idea so much, because I don't have enough things like this, and I just like working with you and anything to do with you. So.
And I love any excuse to deep dive into the Muppets.
Absolutely.
And everything character-esque, so I'm very excited that you jumped aboard this Muppet train.
So, should we dive right in?
I think we should.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to go first, or you want me to?
Well,
you
I
go
went first last time,
That's
so
right.
you should go.
Yeah, I'm
Here is the Muppet fact / quote hat.
I'm gonna go deep on this one. Grab right down here. There we go.
Oh man.
All right.
What's it gonna be?
Okay. Ooh. So our first quote was from Brian Henson,
Yes.
Jim's oldest son, or Jim's son.
Yeah.
This is from Lisa Henson.
How fun is that?
That's perfect.
I think she is the CEO of the
Yes.
Henson company.
Yeah, Brian, I believe, does a little bit more on the creative side. I think
Yeah.
Lisa's a little more of the nuts and bolts and a lot of the paperwork.
Yes.
I don't know the dynamics. I don't know them. I don't want to make it sound like it. Yeah.
Right. I have her on speed dial.
Yeah.
That's still a thing.
Lisa and I call her Lisa.
But anyway, what
We
is
greatly
what she has to
appreciate them and have the utmost respect for them. And here is Lisa's quote. I believe that my father had some kind of direct experience of the spiritual nature of reality, maybe a vision, that he tried to convey perhaps unconsciously in his work, that there is a different, more loving and transcendent reality beyond this world of imagined conflicts.
Oh my gosh, I love that quote so much because it couldn't embrace like Jim Henson enough of just what he can convey through a screen to the other person watching is magical. Like, it's magic. There's no other word for it.
No, it's alchemy.
Yeah.
It is. It is taking one
That's a
thing and
great
turning
word
it into
for it.
something else. It
Yeah.
really, so much of the beauty of that show, very similar to Sesame Street, was the ability to. Well, it's what any good teacher learns. Being able to teach without the kid knowing that they're learning something.
Yeah.
There were lessons and there were things going on in there that, as kids, we don't pick up on, but subconsciously we do, and lessons we learn. Wow, is that good?
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool to hear how it makes sense. But as a parent, when your kids get you, it's one of the. It's not something you think about as a parent. Maybe other parents do. I don't know, but it's not something I ever thought about or ever wondered, I want my kids to think I'm cool or like me or something. I don't never remember ever thinking about that. But once you have it, you're like, oh God, this is awesome. Oh man, this is cool. Like there's nothing better in the world. There's very few things that are, at least, than your kids getting you. Your kids, it feels like in life, almost every other person you meet, you have to explain yourself to. You have to, here is my origin story too.
Yeah.
You don't got to do that with your kids. You don't, and hopefully our kids don't feel like they have to do that with us. Which is, maybe sounds weird, considering you grow up or you raise these people or whatever the scenario. But even with that, how many times do you learn something about your brother or sister or your mom and dad? Like, I didn't know that. These are people you knew literally your whole life.
Yeah.
You're always learning about each other. I think that's healthy.
Yeah, I like that message.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
what a
good
great
quote.
note to start the second episode on.
Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, that's so cool too that it was Brian's quote and then Lisa's quote back to back. Like, you can't plan this stuff, folks.
Nope.
It just happens.
Nope, it is perfect. So I guess you get to grab the
Yes,
random Muppet.
but,
Ooh.
the next one. Oh, what's he gonna do? I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah, I'm more nervous on this one than I was the
Yeah.
first time.
Well, here we go. It's animal.
Yes! Oh,
We literally just said, oh, I don't know it's animal. We scared Ruby up the stairs. She's like,
sorry,
that's
Ruby.
too loud.
Bree's kind of Ruby. I'm sorry, Ruby.
Oh,
Oh, that's too
my
perfect.
gosh. I'm so excited.
Animal.
Woman.
Animal. Oh, who doesn't love Animal? Have you literally
Yes.
ever heard anybody say, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Animal? No, you never heard that.
No, and I think that as soon as you see him on screen or we're talking about him, just like we did, you can't help but imitate his voice. 'Cause it's just so much fun.
Yes. And
And anyone can do it.
that's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
It's one of the few impressions everybody can do.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Animals
This is
one
so
of the greats.
fun. Oh
I
my
love
goodness.
that. Oh, and how perfect we were just talking.
Literally just talking
That's
about
true.
it.
The universe knows, man. The universe
Yeah.
knows.
I think Jim Henson gave the universe a little note hey, I feel my ears buzzing. Someone's talking about this. Lend him a hand.
Not to self-importantize or anything like that, but yeah, it feels that way. It
Yeah,
feels
how
a
perfect.
little, because that's what I was thinking of the first show,
Yeah.
like this one especially.
Oh
Huh.
my gosh.
Thank
how
you, Jim.
fun.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Animal's probably one of the most iconic
Oh.
Muppets. I
Definitely.
would say top three.
Yes.
It'd be
Yes.
Kermit, Miss Piggy, Animal. I would think.
Wow, I never thought about it. Yeah, I got no argument with that. Yeah, that's good.
So how would you describe Animal?
In a weird way, very similar to the way I describe my sister to people.
Really?
Your Aunt Jill.
I would
Yes.
not guess that.
Jillian to me, I joke all the time that she's part because when I'm describing what we are to people and they ask, it always comes up to I know you're something, but I don't know what. That usually happens. And okay, well we're as my mom's Aunt Flo would say, we are Russian and a Gypsy Jew, and we are Italian, and with a little Egyptian in there and that. With Jillian, I say those things in part cartoon character. Jillian is part cartoon character. And the reason I say that is because she is a living explanation point. She is just a living, breathing thing. That's Animal. That's Animal.
A living exclamation point.
Animal
That's
is just a
amazing.
walking, living, breathing. There's no calm with Animal.
Yes.
Only when he's breathing, when he's doing that, that's the closest he comes to being calm.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait for you to watch the one of the newer Muppet movies with Jason Segel.
Yeah.
Is it Segel? Segel.
I've heard it pronounced both ways, and if you would reach out, I would really appreciate it.
Jason, lend us a hand.
I like Jason. I don't want to mess
No,
up his
I like
name.
it
I want to
too.
get it
Yeah.
right. For the record, Mayloff, you can mess up all you want, sir. As long as he's coming up, I wanted him to come up in the run of this show a couple times. Big shout out to him.
Yeah.
He could take his career in a lot of different directions, and I only heard in one interview, but I could tell that he's very similar to us, that it meant a lot to him, and it was a very full circle almost thing, it seemed like, for him to work and to put energy into this world and everything. I appreciate anybody that does that and keeps it alive, keeps it going.
Absolutely. I brought up that movie because Animal plays obviously a funny role in that movie where he is going through therapy almost for his anger, and he'll get excited and
What a
then he'll
great
be
idea.
like in control. That's what I just thought of.
In control. In
I
control.
think Animal is obviously very chaotic, but I feel like he has this side to him that if you really get to know him, you tap into this this small, sophisticated side of him.
Yes.
Because I was watching The Muppet Caper last night with my fiance. Such a good movie. It's so just ridiculous. I love how self-aware the Muppets are of their movies. Like,
Yes.
it's just
Yes.
it's so funny.
I'm a big fan of breaking the fourth wall. It's part of the reason I do
my
it on
God,
things
did
like
they
this.
do
and
it
stuff.
well?
Oh yeah, so good, so good.
So funny. But anyway, he was upset or something, and I think Kermit was like, "What's wrong with him?" And they said he's mad because he didn't get to go to this one art museum, and he starts like saying stuff about the art museum. It's just like, that's Animal. He wanted to go to an art museum, and now he's upset.
Boy, that is good. That's some great writing too. I
Yeah.
like that. That also tees us up to the situation that we
Yes.
would put this character in.
Exactly. So it's your turn. You get to pick out of this Muppet hat.
By the way, I'm not sure. I like all these hats. I'm not sure which one's my favorite. I like both of these.
Yeah.
Both of these.
You mean
at
the
some
hat
point,
itself,
Yeah,
or
the
the-
hat itself.
okay.
Yeah, and during the run of this, at some point, I'm going to put one of these on. I just don't know.
Just
Which
gonna
one.
dump 'em
Just
up.
don't, yeah, just don't know which one. I might even put them on with the name.
I think you should.
Maybe the last episode. Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
So what is our situation that we are putting Animal in? What would this Muppet... Oh, this is really timely too. How would this Muppet be on the Bachelor or slash Bachelorette, either as a contestant or the star?
My gosh, honestly, it's the Bachelor season we are all waiting for.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
He won't be able to control himself. Every time a human woman comes on screen in whatever, if it's the show or the movie, he says, "Woman, woman."
And just chasing her around. Yeah.
It's gonna be the most chaotic Bachelor season yet.
I feel already for the HR person on the
Yes.
set of that. I don't feel like that's going to go well.
They're gonna be overworked.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
Just give that
a lot
person
of
a raise
waivers.
now. Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of waivers signing.
I don't know if you've watched the Bachelor or anything like that before, but every episode after the first episode, they start it with on the season, and they'll show clips that you can look forward to. They're gonna have such a hard time picking which clip to show in that, because every episode's just gonna be a whirlwind.
A lot of editing. Yeah.
Lots of
Also,
editing.
double pay the editors. They're going to need a lot. They're going to need a lot of time. They're
Oh my
I was
God.
seeing somebody that was really into it. So a lot of things in life, you're dating somebody and you watch what they watch. So I've seen a couple of episodes because of that. I'm pretty sure it was The Bachelorette that I saw. And so that's what I'm going off of going into this,
Yeah.
which actually makes it only funnier in my head. Let's look at it both ways. Let's take it first as him as a contestant. I think we've already touched on that a little bit, so we'll go with that first. Him, I don't know. It's the rose they give, right?
Yeah.
I don't even think they even need to get a chance to choose whether he's off the show before they even get a chance to. I think HR or somebody has had him off the show.
Who screened this guy?
Yes,
Let him
yeah.
in here.
This is The Bachelorette season 80, when they've run out of contestants. They
I guess
really,
we'll let puppets on.
yeah, there's nobody left. They've got animals, puppets, they're imaginary friends. There's nobody left.
Oh my gosh. I think Animal as the Bachelor, instead of roses, it's drumsticks that he hands
Yes,
out.
it would have to
Yeah.
be, yes.
And I think one of the qualifications would be their drumming skills.
Yeah.
Or doing one of the dates would be they're on a drum set of a famous drummer or something like
I
that.
have this image of Animal sitting there watching this person on the drums, with his leg crossed and all just glasses on. And then yes, and then they finish and they just breaks character. Animal! And it's none of it matters. So what did you think of that, Animal? Animal!
Drums.
Drums. I like it better as them as the Bachelor. I like that. I like the idea of them wanting to be with him.
Yes, I think so too.
Even how that I will try to be fair. Give at least there's some percentage of these contestants that genuinely want love.
Yeah.
I'll throw that out there.
Yeah.
I'm a foolish romantic, so I'll go ahead and maybe a good 5 to 10% of them are not just looking for 15 seconds of fame. They actually want to find love.
Yeah.
I love the idea of somebody wanting that with animal. There's a human woman just be like, you know what? That's what that is my. I love this.
He checks all the boxes.
I like hairy men. I like.
I like chaos.
This is my dream boat.
Yeah, I think that any woman who would sign up for that season is like one of those people that likes a project that they want to fix him.
Yeah, I know a little something about that. Yeah. That's usually used to be pretty much my first, or I would say my early 20s. If you dated me, that was why. It's probably why I was a project.
Oh my gosh.
I like him also. Not only the drumsticks handing out, but him because wasn't it a guy that would literally hand the rose to somebody? It wasn't actually the person that would do it.
I don't know when you watched it. I've seen like probably within the last 5 years, like most of the seasons. Not anymore. I kind of stopped watching, but they come up.
Okay. I like the idea of them coming up, and him.
He's just like.
Yes, the build up. I want the camera angle from their back, seeing his face. I want that. Yes.
Oh my gosh! Could you imagine him dressing him up and they like comb down his
they
wild
would definitely
hair?
comb his hair down. Oh, that's so good. One of the things that I couldn't, and I think this might not, as we're talking about this, might have been part of the reason why the relationship didn't work, is I couldn't help but giggle at certain things. And there are certain moments of that show where they want to go so serious, and you're supposed to take the drama and all this and everything, and it's just so hilarious to me. Drama is one of those things where I got a high bar, and it has to be pretty like a really high circumstances for it to feel that drama for me.
It's
I just never felt it with those. It felt very forced. I love the idea of them forcing that with this.
He's just he can't help but be himself. My friends and I used to get together every week and we would watch it for commentary.
Yeah.
So kind of what you were saying.
A little Mystery Science Theater kind of like with the watching it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I love doing that.
Well, Animal as the Bachelor.
Oh.
It's something I didn't know I needed, but I think I need it.
Not that they're looking to get me to watch. They're doing just fine without me. But if they are looking, that would get me.
This is
that
the
would
ticket.
get me. Yep,
yes.
I would watch that season.
I think I heard that they're gonna do. I think they called it a Golden Bachelor, where it's an older contestant.
Yes.
Yeah, I would maybe watch that.
Yeah.
I'm just a sucker for like trash TV. It's something that's close to my
Everybody needs
heart.
needs that. Everybody needs that guilty pleasure or that thing that you can just zone out on.
Yeah.
For me, it's like cartoons. I didn't get to watch cartoons a lot growing up, so that is it for me.
I didn't know that.
I think that for my mom, it's and my mother is one of the most intelligent human beings I will ever know. But for her, she likes ghost stories. She likes watching those ghost TV shows and everything. It's just a release. It's kind of a break and a chance to just zone out. That's good.
What kind of cartoons do you like watching?
Oh, a lot of adult stuff like The Simpsons, South Park, that kind of thing.
I see.
I never.
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers, of course. Yes, we have to mention the great Bob's Burgers. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. If you were, here's my interview side coming out. If you were to place like Animal in some kind of like crossover, like he enters somebody else's cartoon world, what show would you like drop him in for an episode?
Bree already knows this. It's important for you all to know this already, right out the gate, because it will come up. I am one of the biggest Simpsons fans in the universe. It's a love of mine, it's a passion, and it's something that I've also sought help for. And I found that there is no cure.
You just have to keep indulging.
I have to live with the disease. I have to live with it. It's all right. I'm
You're in the
to.
stage of acceptance.
I'm very happy with it. I'm okay. I'm just hoping not to turn yellow and to get a big overbite. I'm hoping that doesn't happen.
You're already very yellow.
Oh my God! Oh, it's happening already. I love, as much as I would love to put him on The Simpsons, I think he would fit in right in on Bob's Burgers.
I was thinking the same thing. When I asked that question, that's what was in my head.
I feel like South Park would just go in weird directions. Yeah. But him and Gene. Yes, him and Gene is where I was going to go to.
Because Gene loves music, and he can also be a little chaotic. He's more on like the Fozzie Bear side, I would say, if I was to compare Gene with like a Muppet. But I think they would grow really well.
I like that, and while that's happening, Louise trying to pull Animal away, trying to like steal him from
Yes, so they could do some sort of like
some mischievous or something
yes.
like that.
Oh my gosh, Louise and Animal. I feel like that would be an amazing what do they call that? Like fan art. That would be an amazing fan art of Animal and Louise doing something like mischievous and chaotic together.
We were talking about like guilty pleasures and things you do for fun.
Yeah.
Ages ago, I was looking for something similar to this. I was looking for something to do creatively that wasn't job related or work related or overly stressed, but it would get me to write more, to keep up just keeping your talents sharp and always working, which is always a good idea as you're a creative, as a note to any creative out there. It doesn't matter who's watching, just keep working. More reps, the better. I wanted to do something fun, so I had in my head, I took a lot of my favorite characters. I love Maggie Simpson. I love Louise. I love Kenny from South Park. And I took those three and I had them doing a show together. And it was basically like a rip-off of Scooby-Doo. It was just them running around solving mysteries and doing different things together. And
you wrote this?
Yeah, I wrote like just two little episodes, kind of, and it was very bad, very bad.
Oh my gosh! Do you know what you did?
I've got them somewhere. I've got them somewhere. I know they're somewhere. I just don't know where.
You know what the word is for that? What you did? It's called fanfiction. You wrote fanfiction.
Yeah. I didn't even, and it was so long ago too.
Yeah.
We're talking like early like first couple seasons of South Park time. So
I
didn't know I was doing that kind of thing, and it's the only thing I've ever done that with.
That's magical.
Oh, that's not true. When I was in high school, I was really into the TV show Highlander, and they killed off a character. And I hated them for it. I was so upset with it. It was on Sunday nights, school Monday morning. I was up all night writing a Highlander episode just to bring the character back. Yes.
Oh my god.
Just for a way for the character to not have died and miraculously come back like a soap opera or something. No, I don't know how healthy it is, but I do remember doing that.
Well, I also wrote fan fiction, so we're good. I feel like you get like a little nerd badge if you've written fanfiction.
I wear that with pride. I wear that with a lot of pride. That's good. Should we go to this one?
I think so, yes. The would you for Animal.
Your turn.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is really Hattie.
Thank you. It's really comfy. Okay. Oh no. Would you let this Muppet plan your vacation for you? Another one where we're going out. So I will leave that to you to start. Would you let Animal plan a vacation for you?
So technically, I've never been on vacation. I've never done that. When I was a kid, Nana and Papa, grandparents, took us to South Carolina, my sister and I. So I guess I did that. Yeah. But as an adult, I've never really done anything like that. Every time I've traveled out of state, it's always been work related or business related or some kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of my first ever vacation, and it's planned by Animal of the Muppets. I love that.
Oh my gosh! Could you imagine the itinerary? But that's a trick question. There isn't one.
Yes, and I love the idea. So bro, where are we going, Animal? I'm not Mo. Yeah. Where are we going? I'm not Mo. You ain't never gonna know. It's gonna be a mystery. Good luck packing for that trip. Look, here's a sweater. Here's a bathing suit, shorts, sandals, boots. I mean,
you have no idea.
None. Just you're buying clothes when you get there. That's what you're doing. I would definitely let Animal plan.
Okay.
I am such a planner. I am such a person that tries to control entropy when I know that's impossible at times.
Yeah.
So I think I could use this. I think as much as I want to push against it, as I tried to do new and different things in my life, I think it'd be very healthy for me to let Animal do this. I don't know if anybody would see me again. I don't know if I make it back from this miraculous trip. Because I don't know where we're going. I don't know what we're doing. Yeah. We could be going, 2 cities over, or to a whole other continent. No idea.
If you were to plan like a collaborative vacation with Animal, where would you want to go with him?
I think going somewhere like the Amazon or something in the wild feels very fitting.
Oh my
feels,
god.
Feels
We're never gonna see you guys again.
never. I guess that's what I'm doing here. Is I'm getting rid of me. I didn't mean to, but that's what I'm apparently
You're going
doing.
off the grid.
Yeah.
You're gonna say your goodbyes before you leave.
I like this. I like the idea of seeing animal in the wild. I feel like we always see him in controlled situations.
That's true.
In a living room, in a band room, and the bus, that stuff. I like the idea of seeing animal in the jungle.
Right.
And see
Maybe
what he'd be like.
the same thing with Marvin in our last episode,
Yes.
placing him in an environment where it
Yeah.
makes sense.
I don't know if it's the storyteller in my brain or whatever, but I think that just fits. That's my first answer. How about you?
Okay, I like that. Would I let animal plan a vacation for me? I think, my first answer in my head was no. But I think that I would say, like, okay, animal, like, how about we do it together? And I would just, like, hold up two, like, pieces of paper that had different things written on them, and he could point to one and, like, okay, that's where
smart.
we're going.
That's smart.
And I'd say, okay, do you want to go to this place or this place? And he'll, like, point or eat one piece of paper, and I'm like, okay, that's where we're going.
Yeah, I guess that's a yes for animal.
I think that if I was to plan something for us to do together, I would definitely take him to a concert, because I feel like that's somewhere where he would, like, he'd be able to embrace the music. Either that, or he's getting himself on stage and then we're thrown out. But in either way, it's a good story.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It's a very good time. Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. That's a perfect setting for him.
Yeah,
He'd
I think
fit
so
right
too.
in.
I think the jungle and concert, like, those are the spectrums of him.
Similar worries though with the jungle. Are we ever going to see animal again? As you just run
Yeah.
off into nature and we never see him again.
And that's,
And on the concert angle of things, whoever the drummer is got to keep an eye out. Got to be watching out because
Yes.
animal could pop out from any moment and take over the drums. I don't care if you're Dave Grohl. You got to watch out.
No,
You gotta...
I feel like any drummer too would just be honored that Animal
Yes,
is there, and they
absolutely.
would scoot over and they let him have the drums for the night.
And I don't think this is far fetched to say, especially when it comes to drummers. I bet you if you ask like a Dave Grohl, you ask a lot of these guys that are some of the most famous drummers and stuff. Like it was Animal any influence on you? Then not to say like a deep influence, like some legendary like Keith Moon or somebody like that. But was he at all? Was he your favorite animal, or was he your favorite Muppet growing up? That kind of thing. I
That's
bet
very
you
interesting.
the stats would be pretty high. The numbers would be pretty high on that one.
I would love to have experienced, like, I'm not very well versed on famous drummers, but to be watching an interview and it's like semi-serious.
Yeah.
And they're like, and who's your favorite drummer that you look up to? And just straight face, you're like, Animal.
Yes, I love that. And I guarantee you, there's probably somebody out there that's their answer.
Yeah.
That's probably their answer. I've known a lot of drummers, and they are characters.
Yeah.
Drummers to me are very similar to a lot of the people I've known that play goalie in hockey.
Mhm.
Like you're just a different animal. You're just no pun
No,
intended. That was bad. I apologize to the audience. I'm so sorry for that joke. They're cut differently. They're just a different breed.
Yeah.
There's certain people that can do certain jobs, certain things in life. Drumming,
There's
being a
different
goalie.
mechanics to it.
They are. God bless them because they're wonderful people and they're able to do something that not everybody can do.
Wow.
God, that was good. That was so much fun.
Oh my gosh, Animal. What a great Muppet for the second episode.
It was perfect. We had a very niche character to start things off, and then, as you so well put, one of the most recognizable characters, let alone Muppets, in entertainment history as our number 2.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
very iconic.
But now, what will be 3?
What will be the third
Dun,
one?
dun, dun.
Guess you'll just have to wait to find out.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We'll be back again next time with another What the Muppet.
Yes, and be sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube if you would rather watch than just listen, or whatever fits your agenda or style.
Thank you again for listening, everybody. We'll talk to you real soon.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. See ya.